It is the elephant creature. Ta-da! There she is. An ass is included in the picture. So, I mean, it's a big, fat, hairy ass. So, I'll take it. Hey Morte.
What?
You know what? I've been thinking about getting a
What?
tattoo.
Whoa, hold up, Chief.
Now, I know I have a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. But, you know, I'd never really consciously chosen any of them because I'm just like losing my personality over and over again. So, I feel this one would be just me, you know?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don't be that, friend Morte. Just be supportive for once. How about we just go and check out what Fel has in his shop?
Sure, why not?
Well, let's just do this in the meantime. Right, store. Let's take a look at Fel's tattoo parlor. Hey, nameless one, let's talk to Fel. A what now? Yeah, so remember a couple of episodes ago when I said that I was thinking about installing mods, but then I didn't want to install them. I didn't know what they're gonna do exactly. I didn't want to make these decisions, which mods to do or not to do. That was all true, but then I kind of made a mod. I signed up for a Discord of like Planeswalker's Grimoire. It's a Polish Discord and generally a website of people in love with the Planescape Torment game and the Planescape setting, and somehow I managed to be entangled with one of the modders out there, and we started making a UI mod. This is a new dialog box that I have designed, and it has the portrait of a character that I'm talking to. Unfortunately, the portraits only the new portraits show up, people I've never met before. So as soon as we go into the new areas, all of these portraits will show up. But yeah, I have this now, and I've made this. Well, me and the guy called Chief, we have made this. It's up on the Gibberlings 3 forum. I don't know if it's gonna end up being on a what you call them, Beamdog forum, possibly. Also, we have done an inventory, so it has a little bit of a more useful setup. Things are closer together and things are better described, and now I also have these stats here for the character. Also a location down here. Unfortunately, the stats are a little bit broken at the moment, because if I go into Morte, it's still mage level 5, and all of them are still mage level 5. To counter that, you'd have to go into character deck Morte's thing and then go into inventory, and now it's him, fighter level 5. But then everybody else also has a fighter level 5. So this is work in progress, obviously. But I'm decided to use it because I think it's really way more user-friendly and natural. I mean, I took inspiration from the way the Baldur's Gate EE has set up their inventory a little bit. But also I've done a lot of creative stuff like this HP, the big heart and tattoos down here, money like that. Yeah, inventory in a 4x5 instead of 2x10. Yeah. I think it's good. Also, you maybe noticed that I have 4.5k. Turns out that being involved in gang wars, very lucrative. So yeah, after selling all of the stuff I got from the Valley of Dangerous Angles, and all of the things I've got in the valley, I've also traveled around Sigil, partially because I remember from my early days that eventually the thugs stopped attacking me. So I thought maybe there's a limited number of respawns, so I went around and killed a bunch of them. They're still coming, as you have just witnessed me fight them outside of this tattoo parlor. So yeah, I mean, they're still there, but I've earned a lot of money. So that's why I wanna go and see what kind of tattoos for mages can I get. If not that, I'm gonna see about level 3 spells. I'm hoping that somebody might have some level 3 spells. I mean, Mabeth, possibly. I know that they're in the upper areas. There are spells. There are shops that have spells, but I'm still not quite there. In the process, Morte and Dakon both leveled up. So we're all at level 5 right now. Well, no, Morte. Dakon is at level 4. But we are stronger. Okay,
I'm gone.
let's take a look at these tattoos. Can I see what tattoos you have, Fal? And now let's see. Ooh, so some of these tattoos, I think there are 3 up here. There are new. Angel Ink. Tattoo is a reminder of the aid you gave to the Razor Angels in the area of dangerous angles. Angels and angles, yes. Very confusing. Your strike against the evil in the heart of the alley now grants you some protection against those with spite in their hearts. So that's just protection from evil? That might... Oh, limited number of uses. Nah. Well, I mean, let's keep it in mind. Restless Dead. Tattoo recognizes your efforts to calm the restless dead of the mausoleum. And also blessed but limited amount of uses. Dreams of Eschanon. For some reason, the tale of the Crier of Eschanon filled you with a strange nostalgia, which you have related to Fel. This tattoo draws upon both this nostalgia and the preservance of the Criers of Eschanon, granting you a boom to your health and your endurance. +1 to save versus spells is decent. +2 to base hit points is decent. This is actually pretty good. And it's not very expensive. So, potentially yes. Let's take a look at some other ones. -1 to wisdom, I don't want to do it. Why is it temporary? +1 and then equipped. Oh. Oh, I see what happens. I don't want to limit my wisdom. I want to enhance my wisdom, if anything. Accuracy. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, so they can also... Dakon can also do tattoos. Yeah, let's keep that in mind, again. Bloodletting. +1 to damage with all attacks. That's pretty cool. Tattoo of Might. Well, +1 to strength. Greater Might is +2 to strength. Yeah, so I think this is what we're getting to. +2 to intelligence, and then there is also +2 to... Where is wisdom? Soul. Yeah, I think those two actually might be something that I'll do. But... Oh, but that's just for fighters, so I can't do it. And greater warding, +2 armor class. Also just to fighters. Oof. Hurts. I mean, charisma would be nice also. +1 to constitution would be nice. I mean, I could probably do like this and that to get +3. Let's take a look at my stats before I go. I have 20 intelligence, so that's pretty much a bunch. Not a lot of wisdom, and I think if I have 18 wisdom, I can continue with my Dakon stuff. So, yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna go for Revelation. If anything fails, I can give it over to Dakon. So, that's fine. And then, Spirit and Soul. That's, yeah, I still have a lot of money left. So, let's buy that. And equip that. And now, look at that, 22 and 18. So, immediately, let's just go and talk to the Khan. How do I talk to the Khan? On this beautiful... And woo, look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that portrait and this derpy helmet to indicate that this is a character. Looks pretty good. And the font colors are different. We sticked with the classical red though because it's just too iconic, I guess. We tried different colors, but this one is... Yeah, so there are things I would know in the con. And then this is... Wow. I wanna, talk about teachings. I have read. Okay, I think, now I have two options, which I didn't before. Although I've installed another mod, dialogue tags, that would tell me if one of the options is prompted by my stat. But that doesn't seem to be working. Maybe it's, well, I wasn't too keen. I mean, I was keen, but not too keen on that mod. So maybe it's fine. There's a great strength in numbers, but there's a great power in one. For the strength of one, I think this is what I need to learn, right? Yes! 3000 XP in gain item! Nice. And I will read the next circle. Because that's all the same stuff. So, move on.
Feel stronger.
And I feel stronger. Perfect. Is this a 3rd level spell? It's power 1. I don't think it's a level... That's not wizard spell. It's not a 3rd level spell. It's a 2nd level spell. So shame. I'll level up. Punch the microphone. My saving throws. I got 1 stat point. I think my wisdom and intelligence is fine now. I should invest in con. Because con is good for my health regen, and invest in con. Slowly. Slowly but surely. Now, so what does my spells look like now? No new here, and I got 2 here now, so even more than I have to find. The con is really hard. Do I have anything to sell? Not quite. Oh, this new inventory is so good. It's all concise and nice, and it's labeled. I know that the quiver, the useless fields are up here. I've got so many rat tails now as well. Can I use them? No, I cannot because it's a thief item. Right, I'll go and I will see if I can see what Mabeth has, and then I will be back. Actually, hold on. Not quite yet, right? I can read more of this. Unlock the 6th circle of Zersamon. Slide the plates into the configuration. This is all old stuff. Read the circle. Upon the blasted plains, Zersamon told Gif, there cannot be 2 skies. In the wake of his words came war. Upon the blasted plains, the people had achieved victory over their illicit masters. They knew freedom. Yet before the green fires had died from the battlefield, Gith spoke of continuing the war. Many still filled with the bloodlust in their hearts agreed with her. She spoke of not merely defeating the illicits, but destroying all illicits across the plains. After the illicits have been exterminated, they would bring war to all other races they encounter. Oh well, that's pretty extreme. In Gif's heart, fires raged. She lived in war, and in war she knew herself. All that her eyes saw, she wanted to conquer. Zerthmon spoke the beginnings of that which was against Gif's will. He spoke that the people already knew freedom. Now they should know themselves again and mend the damage that had been done to the people. Behind his words were many other hearts of the people who were wary of the war against the illicit. Know that Gif's heart was not Zertimon's heart on this matter. She said that the war would continue. The illicits would be destroyed. Their flesh would be no more. Then the people would claim the false world as their own. Gif told Zertimon that they would be under the same sky in this matter. The words were like bared steel. From Zersimon came the pronouncement of two skies. In the wake of his word came war. Okay, let's talk about it.
What is your will?
With the Khan. Actually, I think there's like more stuff here. Like, can I ask you about your travels? Have I done this? I'll see if I can do this. No, this is pretty much the same thing. Like the basic dialogue. So let's talk about the teachings. I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zersimon. Oh yeah, look, I'm so wise now. I know that Zersimon's devotion to the people was such that he was willing to protect them from themselves. He knew the Illithids had come not to know themselves in their obsession with control and domination, so he chose to stop Gif before she carried the people to their deaths. There must be balance in all things, or else the self will not hold. And this is just basic knowledge. So, yes. 5,000! 2 items! Maybe I'm gonna get my level 3s here. Oh, stuff's happening. You have seen the words and know them. The Khan's voice slows and his hands grip the edges of the unbroken circle. He twists it clockwise, and there's a click as 2 plates slides forth. The Khan stares at the 2 plates in his hand. He makes no move to hand them to you.
The Khan! Is that second plate for you?
The Khan falls silent. His blade has ceased shimmering, the film freezing upon its surface. He is staring at the second plate, paralyzed. Do you know the 6th circle? The Khan looks up, but his coal-black eyes do not meet your gaze. No, there is something more I may teach you. Oh, no, sorry. No, there's nothing more I can teach you. You know the way as the people know it, and it shall give you the direction by which you may know yourself. That's not what I asked. Do you know the 6th circle or not? The Khan is silent for a moment, then speaks, his voice slow and careful. It has come to pass that I do not know the 6th circle of Zersimon. Once I knew it, but I know now I only saw the words. The Khan's eyes stare through you. This is all. This is my path, that I no longer know the way of Zersimon. It is in my path. It is my path. Yeah, okay. The Khan. There is one other thing I would know. Why is Bleaker eyes in the circle of Zersimon? It seems strange. It tells how the people benefited from a treachery from their own. It seems... The Khan's eyes flash. I have told you it's a part of the telling of how the people came to know freedom. Do you not listen? His voice flattens, as if he's reciting a passage from memory. It tells the people that even in the greatest treachery, a greater knowing may be achieved. And then my smarts would tell you, it doesn't sound to me like you believe that. I think there's another reason Vilkor's eye is in the circle of Zersimon. It is set there because of the 6th circle and the pronunciation of the 2 skies. It's there to justify Zersimon's treachery to the people upon the blasted plains. Oh! Get wrecked, ideology of Zersimon. The Khan is silent, and his blade bleeds into a dead black, teeth rippling along the edge. He divided the people upon the blasted plains, the Khan. He divided your race when they were on the path of victory. I would like to believe that it was because he wished to save the people from themselves, but I don't think you believe that. The Khan is silent for a moment, then he speaks slowly. I do not know the 6th circle as it is known to others. I fear that the 3rd circle and the 4th circle and the 6th circle are more closely linked than many know. It is in that knowing that I have lost myself. I wasn't ready for this. In the 3rd circle, Zersimon submerged his will to deceive the Illithids. Then in the 4th circle, it speaks of the benefits of treachery. Then in the 6th circle, Zersimon divides his people before they exterminate the Illithids. Do you think Zersimon's words may not have been his own? Know my words, and know the wounds that lies upon my heart. Wound that lies upon my heart. I fear that when Zersimon was upon the Pillars of Silence, he did not submerge his will. I fear his will was taken from him by the Illithids, and when he spoke upon the blasted plains, it was their words he spoke. I fear that what he did was not for the people's sake, but for our former masters. It's possible, but no, it doesn't necessarily mean that.
Updated my journal.
Then know this and speak of it no more. The Khan's voice is like a knife. Know that I shall never know the truth. There is no resolution to this matter. For I shall never know Zersimon's heart upon the blasted plains. His cold black eyes glare at the stone circle in his hand. And so I do not know myself because of the unbroken circle of Veth. And so I do not know myself because of the unbroken circle of Zersimon. Very well, the Khan. We'll discuss no more. Great. Can I there's stuff for me to read, right? Why do I have... I've got 2. Balancing all things in the spellbook. When hit the same number of times as level 4, 5 seconds. Okay, what is the effect? On the blasted plains. Oh my god, what is the spell? What is the spell? I'm just gonna copy the spell and I'm gonna give you, because that's the same thing, right? Copy the smell. Copy the smell. You've copied your smells. I think this is a 3rd level. Yes, it is 3rd level. So what it is? What it is when the region 10 feet radius, saving throw none. The spell affects the caster. Whenever the caster is attacked while the spell is in effect, all hostile creatures within a 10 feet radius take equal damage. It lasts for 1 attack per 4 levels of the castle, and the effects are not cumulative. You cannot have more than 1 balanced spells. Okay. Well, I mean, I've got a level 3 spell, so that's good. That is nice. The Khan cannot learn it, so that's great. Do I have a thing to read?
In enduring, grow strong.
Examine. Oh, yes. I can do it. Examine the plates. And I can see myself in the, in the dialogue box here. I can reread all of this stuff, or I could try to figure out a new combination that Dakan doesn't know even. 3000 XP. As you examine the rings of the 2nd circle, you find a strange link in the plate that mentions the laboring of the gift people to achieve the rising. A new circle emerges from the link, and you unlock it, pulling the plate forth so you can study it. Read it. Know that the rising of the people against the illicit was a thing built upon many turnings. Many were the people who lived and died under the Time's blade while the rising was shaped. The rising was shaped upon a slow foundation. Steel was gathered so that it might mark illicit flesh. A means of knowing the movements of the illicits was established, at first weak and confused, then stronger, like a child finding its voice. When the movements were known, then the illicits were observed. In observing them, their ways of the mind were known. When the ways of the illicit were known, many of the people were gathered and taught in secret the means to shield their minds and the way to harness their will as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel, and most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. These things were not learned quickly. The knowing of much of the ways was slow, and in all these things time's weight fell upon all, from the knowing of one's reflection in a steel blade, to the knowing of submerging the will, to the knowing of seeing itself. All of these things and more the people built upon. In time, they came to know the whole. Examine the circle again. Can I do that? No? Yeah, reread. That was this the 7th? Yeah, that was the 7th. Okay. Seal the circle. The Khan, I got news for you. I know more shit than you. Can I talk to you about your teachings? I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zersimon. There we go. There was a 7th circle within the Stone of Zersimon. It spoke of the buildings of the rebellions against the Illithates. The Khan falls silent. What does the 7th circle speak of? Oh no! I'm not smart enough! I'm not smart enough to understand! Oh no. Well, shite. Okay. I'll be back. I will go to Mabeth, and I will go into my scanning mode to see if I can maybe find some things that I haven't done before we progress. I feel like if I get in here, I'm just gonna get killed, so I'm gonna try. The door is locked. Oh, that's a something. Examine the door. Leave the door alone. So I guess this is a door I have to do something to. It's a portal door. I don't have a reason to go in there. So when I do, it's gonna be revealed to me. Oh, he's happy.
The news is everywhere. Congratulations on breaking the curse on Mordor's box. I must admit to being a bit skeptical that an ugly Burg such as you could accomplish such a thing. Mind you, I still think you're uglier than a Baku's arse.
What's a Baku? Is that the elephant creature? It is the elephant creature. Ta-da! There she is. An ass is included in the picture. So, I mean, it's a big, fat, hairy ass. So, I'll take it. I'm glad. Yeah, I will. Oh shit! It's a rest. It's a rest. Is it like a functional rest? Oh. After a few tankards, a few songs, and a few jokes, you've come to like Braskan immensely. In fact, at the moment, you seem to like everyone. Soon Braskan falls into the floor in a drunken stupor. You realize it's time to go. Did I actually rest? I rested! This is a resting place?
I'm gone.
Nice! Leave Braskan to his misery. Nice. This is, I didn't know. Maybe I did, but I didn't remember. There's some woman here. Hello, woman. You see a plump? Well, she's not plump. She is frozen perfectly in sync with the portrait that the game decided to give her, so that's very nice. Definitely not plump. Doesn't notice you entering the room. Greetings. What are you doing in my house? Did you have any manners? I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. Well, now you know. Please leave now and close the door on your way out. I have many chores I still need to finish, and I don't need any more interruptions. I bet that she has got absolutely nothing in his chest. But I'll see 8 coppers and 5 coppers. I'm not gonna... I just said, I'm not gonna take them. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. No. Goodbye.
I'm gone.
Hope you're not coming after me. Hive dwelling. Never go back. There. And now we know. Can I close the door? All for the better. I have nothing to sell, right? Nope. Not quite. Okay. Let's go further. Oh, by the way. Look at the... look at this. I'm neutral good. After I've just made aggro of this woman, I am, in fact, neutral good. So that is real nice. Oh. Frightened Hive Dweller wants to give me a couple coins. Sure. I'll give him 5 coppers. Farewell. I've lost 5 coppers. So, something's changed in my life. Very good. And I'm now getting attacked. They saw I have money. They saw I have money. And that was enough. Oh, I have not been in this house. This is a wife of Angyar. Oh, there's Angyar too. I think I know what this quest is. He's in debt to Dustman, right? This man looks haunted. His eyes are half lidded, as if he has had trouble sleeping, and his hair is long and unkempt. Well, his beard is flecked with bits of dead skin and old bits of food. He doesn't seem to notice you as you approach. Greetings. The man glances up at the sound of your voice, and his slack expression vanishes. It looks like someone has lit 2 fires in his eyes. What be your business barging into my house? His eyes narrow and his teeth clench. Git! Or I'll send you back to whatever grave you crawl out of. Calm yourself. The man's face turned blood red and he begins shouting. Are ye daft? With a snarl he spits at your feet. You're in your own house, you idiot. Spit on your own floor. You filthy scar-ridden dog. Off with ye, or even the powers won't be able to save your hide. The powers is the gods. That's what they call in Sigil, by the way. I don't know if I ever actually talked about this. I don't want to do that. Farewell, then. The man throws a parting shot at your back. You'd best never cross me door again, you wretched stinking bastard. Leave without another word. Let's talk to his wife instead. This woman looks to be in her middle years. Or maybe that's his mother. I don't know. It looks slightly different. And her hair has streaks of grey running through it. Lines of worry crisscross her face. As she sees you, she seems torn between asking you to leave and calling for the man at the table. Greetings. He'd best leave before I call me husband. He won't take kindly to you having barged your way into my home. I'm just gonna do that. She glances towards her husband, worry in her eyes. I do not have the time, stranger. Do not be troubling me with such things. Excuse me, are you all right? Me? She seems surprised. Oh, I. She lowers her voice. You'd best leave. Me husband has not been himself of late. You'd best not provoke him with your presence. I spoke of him. He seems troubled. What's wrong with him? He's been out of sorts for late. A touch of the cough, maybe. She gives an unconvincing half shrug. What's really wrong with him? I think he's done something he regrets. Her worried expression melts into despair. I think he signed one of the dead contracts. I cannot imagine what possessed him to do such a foolish thing. Dead contracts. The dustmen have contracts that give them the right to someone's body after they die. Yeah, I know what they do. Yeah, actually, this is a great point. What's the problem? I'm gonna go for the first one. It seems like this is a dead-end answer. He may have been goat eager to bring home some more drink than custom. He's prideful, but I think he's hurt himself more by doing so. Can this contract be undone? She looks at you surprised and sighs. I've tried. I've spoken to the dustman he did the signing with. So now you know that he did it. You suspected that he did it, but now you've already talked to the... Wow, nice. But he's cold and chill like all the Dusties. He even lectured me on the husband. As if I had no right to try and help him. Her lips become a tight, thin line. As if picturing the dustman's face. He was cold, cruel he was. Let me see what I can do. Who was the dustman? The Dusty calls himself Gravesand. I know not his first name. He is at the table at the Dustman bar in the Hive, gathering dust, I believe this place is named. You live across the street from it, you don't know what it's called. We can most likely find him there, trying to get more people to sign this contract.
Updated my journal.
Yeah. Walking corpses out front. I won't turn away such a friendly gesture. She seems grateful, but then worried expression returns. But I might ask you not to let on I asked you to do such a thing. Me husband has a terrible temper, and if he were to find out, she shudders. Yeah, I will. It's no trouble. It's not that we stood 5 feet away from him when this all was happening. Let's see in the bar. Across the street, literally. It's right here. Actually, who's this? That's the Dustman, okay. I thought I've talked with everybody in here, but I guess I didn't. Skeptic, Georgeron is here also. Old Copper Eyes, we've talked to before. Dustman, Emmerich? Who's Mortai? Oh, Mortai Gravesand. There it is. Okay. He's grey hair. Like, super grey. But not... Well, he also has white skin like Norosh. Right, let's talk to him. Me and my great charisma, so that's gonna go good. I should have bought charisma. This tiny wizened man is dwarfed by his huge dustman robes. They look as if they were chosen to cloak his small stature, although he looks to be in his late 90s. Woof! This man is extremely energetic. He fidgets continuously and his eyes darts around the bar like a bird's. Greetings. The man's eyes gleam as he takes your measure, and he gives a slight nod in greeting. Hail and well met, traveler. You look like one who is just getting their single legs out about them. He trails off. Pardon me, have we met before? Your face seems familiar somehow. I don't recall you. Maybe I was mistaken. Mortai shakes his head. Well, no matter. How is it that Mortai Gravesend may help you? Do you seek the contract, perhaps? Mortai Gravesend, are you the dustman who signed the contract with Angyar? The Witch King of Angyar? Mortai frowns. He looks puzzled. Mayhap, he thinks for a moment. I do not recall the name, however. I would like to settle that contract. Mortai looks wary. I'm afraid that's impossible. The contract is signed, settled, and binding. I have options. So, let's just sit straight up, read them. Some of them here. Tearing man's life apart. That's good. Tearing man's life apart is causing him distress. It is possible that maybe he was retorted true depth with such emotions churning his mind. But good option. Let's do this first. Let's maybe not butcher him. This seems like the best option. Mortai chews it over for a moment. It looks like you've negotiated him into a corner. Wow, already? I cannot. This is a matter of law, my friend. Besides, the burden lies upon the signer to overcome his own feelings in order to reach the true death. I cannot. So what you're saying is that you'll deny him true death for the sake of a piece of parchment? Yep. Mortai sighs and holds up his hand as to placate you. Look, it's not how you are making it out to be. You obviously hold the philosophy of the dustman in contempt to damn a man's soul over a piece of paper. Do others members of your faction know of your conduct in this regard? If not, they soon will. Mortai glares at you for a moment, opens his mouth, closes it, then opens it. By the nine hells, wait here! Drops his voice to a whisper, and keep your bone box latched. He gives an angry scowl and stomps off. By the way, why does he not have a portrait? I have not talked to him before. He should have a portrait. Maybe it's the area that I've generated, not the person I talked to, actually. Wait. 500 XP. Good. A few seconds later, he returns. He's holding a dusty piece of parchment which he gives to you. Here, he sniffs disdainfully. All for a piece of mind. Now be gone and nettle me with your preachings no longer. I will leave for now. Perfect. Quest. No, where are you going? Stop going. We've got a. Have we gotten a quest from this guy, Emmerich, to take a look? And at Farad? I don't know. I'm gonna talk to him if. I think I haven't talked to him. I'm gonna talk to him. You see a heavy-set man with dark skin and grim features. He's dressed in dustman robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have a look of one lost. The man's voice is like stone settling. Did the wind send you, or are you here with purpose? Who are you? I am Emmerich, factotum, and initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? If you measure ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses as if trying to emphasize a point. The dustmen here are my students. They are under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Emmerich waits. Is this your bar? I would not like you to join with Dustman faction. Maybe I should join with the Dustman. I don't want to join with the Dustman faction. I am searching for a man named Farad. I would know why you seek the collector Farad. He stole something from me. Emmerich remains silent. His gaze is unnerving. He doesn't seem to blink.
Why do you want to know my business with Farad?
The collector Farad has brought many corpses to the mortuary of late. One must ask where these bodies are from.
Perhaps I could find out where the bodies come from.
How would you do such a thing?
I would track Farad and ask him.
If you spoke with the collector Farad and returned with his answers, you will have done a great service for the dustman. Find where the dead bodies are. Find where the dead he brings us are from, and you will be rewarded.
Very well.
Emmerich nods. Your path is our path. Return here when you have the collector Farad's answers.
Can you tell me where he is?
It is not known to me where the collector Farad is. He hides from the eyes of the dustman. I would seek other collectors. Yeah, I've done that already. Okay, so I now have more reasons to find Farad. Yeah, very good. And if I remember correctly, this doesn't actually make me an ally of the dustman in the respect that I would not want to be. We've been to Shalandra. Actually, I want to see what Shalandra says after I have banished the fiend together with the dude. So let's check it out. Rumor has it that you managed to destroy Mordor's box. I guess congratulations are in order. Still, it's too bad I couldn't decipher all the spells that were used to contain the fiend.
Farewell.
That's not a lot. Oh! I would like to purchase the gem that you took from Mordor's box. I could ask Aola, which would mean that I could give it to the other guy. I have money. I don't know how much money I have because the gold... I should add the gold back. I would like to know how much gold I have in dialogue. We have removed it in the mod, but I might just myself bring it back. Yeah. 300 coppers. Can I try to haggle it down? Or do I just take it? I have a perfect way to decide that. Let me turn on this. Alright. I got my trusty D20 here. And I'll gonna go with 1 to 10. I'm taking it. 11 to 20. We are haggling. It's 4. Come on, focus. 4. So I'm taking it. I guess I still have some money. I'm fine. It'll be okay. Can you please just turn off phone? Thank you. I'll take it. Farewell. I got the ruby. And let's just go to see what the ruby does to us. Well, I could sell it for 160, so that's a great deal. Ruby needed. This is here, and there's actually another door right here that I don't remember. Although I have a suspicion what this might be. We'll visit there in a moment. Like, this is an area that we need to explore too. Now, you, sir, I've got a ruby for you. Is this what you're looking for? That's perfect. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to work on my spell.
Updated my journal.
Is this just it? What? Come on, man. I'm just getting 500 XP for it? Spend 300 gold on it. Oh, okay, fine. That's fine. That is fine. I still need to actually go and deliver this contract that I forgot. I just take it in with me. Out of the mortuary. Yes, I was able to get the contract from Mortai. Here it is. She looks relieved, and her eyes become misty. Oh, by the powers! You must be a devil in disguise to do such a thing for someone you barely know. I didn't do it for free. No, give her.
Updated my journal.
Nay, if you could just show me husband the contract, say that you got it for him. Don't say how. I'd appreciate it. Very well.
Done.
Hey, angry dude. Look who's back. You see Angler. He doesn't look any better than before. As you approach him again, he turns slowly to face you. Ye again? Did you hear me the first time, you pox-ridden dog? Get out of me house! Also, help the powers out. Carvey where you stand. Show him the contract. I don't want to do that because, yeah, the wife said not to say. Blah blah blah. Show him the contract. As you pull out the contract, the blood drains from Anger's face. For a moment, he seems at a loss for words. Then his temper quickly resurfaces. Where did you get that? By the powers, you'd best tell me. I just tear up the contract.
Updated my journal.
As you tear the parchment and Anger's eyes follow the bits of paper as they float to the ground with a desperate look, he shudders slightly, then straightens, as if the great weight was lifted from him. He looks like he is about to thank you, then stops and stares at you suspiciously. Nothing, Sri. Not in the Hive, Cutter. I might need a favor in the future. I mean, I could do that, but that's just like... Maybe I can help him. Maybe he can help me in the future. I ransomed my life to one already, and now I'm about to do it again, she shakes his head. We'll settle the debt now. Okay. Then... Yep, there is no debt. Can I talk to him again? He had some questions. Can I ask you why you signed the Glassman contract? Perhaps it's the short amount of riches and the walls that surround you that distracted you. We have less than nothing, and I needed Jink. What caused you to change your mind? It's just, I saw one of them zombies on the streets a half-month ago, one of them zombies that work for the Dusties, and it stabbed me in the heart. I knew I'd made a mistake. I didn't want to be any part of that after death. Then you shouldn't have signed the contract. I mean, yeah. Prickling sensation crawls along the back of your skull as you're about to speak, as you suddenly know for a fact that Anger isn't likely to accept your teachings peacefully. Oh. We're all had our share of mistakes. I suppose so. I have some other questions. Do you mind if I rest here? I didn't want to just... yeah, okay, so now I have another place to rest. So that's nice. And... I think the only quest that I have that's like still here is to talk to Mar about the box. I don't know where Mar is. He ran away laughing. I have one suspicion. I'm gonna go check it out, and then we're gonna go to Rack Pickers Square.
All right.
I found him. He's hiding. Ah, you bastard. Let's talk to him. Mar's eyes take on a wild look as he sees you approaching. In a high, screeching voice, he asks, "What you be doing back here? Don't come back till you delivered the box."
I got rid of the box.
It does me heart good to hear you say that. Before he kills me for the horrible deed or trick I did you into taking that box, please let me try to explain. I'm listening. I'm a good guy. The long and the short of it, be that the box has been around long as anyone can remember. Chanted some folks were fighting, and when they was done, a huge demon was imprisoned inside the box. Other folks say an evil wizard made it just for seeing others suffer. No one rightly knows what the truth behind the box is, but the owner of the box will die should it be opened. Why didn't the owner just put the box where no one can find it? Aye, seems it should have been as simple as that, but who amongst us could live in a death sentence lingering over their head? 'Twould drive any sane man over the edge, having to worry about the whereabouts of the damnable box at all times.
Why me?
Oh god. First, I haven't seen you around here before. You see, I needed a clueless Berg, such as yourself, to accept the box and become the new owner. Everyone around here knows not to take the box, not for any price. Secondly, if you didn't examine the box when you had it, you would have noticed that whatever magics were placed on it were weakening. With me being the current owner and all, you can see I needed to pass it on right quickly. Besides, if anyone looked ready to pass on to the next realm, it was ye. Okay, well, I don't want to be mean. Obviously, I picked a cutter of no small means. Surely there has been but a minor inconvenience to one such as ye. I offered this weapon and some jink to line your purse as a reward for your troubles. 'Tis all I know, 'tis all I own. And coincidentally, it was what that rat Quatra used to get me to take the possession of the box. Give me a reward and then leave me.
Updated my journal.
Nice, some XP. And what did I get? An axe. Hollow axe. Is he fine? I literally cannot use it. Nobody can use it. Great.
Done.
I don't know that there's been so many things I'm cutting out of this episode that I have no idea what am I doing. So I'm just gonna finish the episode here, standing here in the middle of Rack Picker's Square, because we've only been to Mabev's and coincidentally to this guy, but there is 1, 2, 3 and more stuff to do here that we haven't even explored. So for now, I'll be... Is this guy coming to get me again? I just welcome him into my party, I guess, then. For now, it's been another episode 11, I believe, of Marrow Friend and Friends in Planescape Torment, the best game of all times. Yeah. Fallout, and bye-bye. Oh, we got another one. No, he's leaving.